today. We got some shit to do. I'm tired and my face is red. So thank you for coming to spend some time with me to do this. And I keep looking over to this side where the comments are, so it's gonna look like I'm not making eye contact with you. But how are you? Hello, hello. Who's here? Hi, Cara. Hi. Miss Audrey says hello too. She is curled up beside me. Yeah, my poor girl. It's a rough life. Hi, Debbie. How you doing? Good to see ya. I know, isn't she such a princess? Hi, Barb. How's it going? Hi, Kim. How's it going, you guys? So, we are doing some arts and crafts today. We are going to convert these 3 boxes and this black tissue paper into display trays for my ornaments at the craft market. So, I have no idea how this is going to work. Sorry, I need to talk over here. I'm so sorry. It still feels really weird. But we're going to see what I can do anyways. Hi, Kiati. Oh, did you see Miss Audrey? Here she is. Hello. Hi. You want to say hello to you? Oh, the Tobies. Oh my God. Hi. Hi, Tina. Oh my God. Maybe we just need to watch this all day. 'Cause, are you kidding? You're such a good girl. What a good girl. He's so cute. Oh my God. You're too cute. This is why I can't concentrate on anything. Hi, Asia. Lots of love to you too, Kiati. How you been? You doing okay? I knew you'd love seeing Audrey. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, let me move that back and see if I can support this a little bit better. Hello. Hope it feels more like I'm looking into your eyes now, and I'm so sorry that it's such a weird angle and I'm always looking over that way. But hello, hi, thank you for hanging out with me, and I love ya. Isn't she so freaking cute? So what are you guys getting up to today? How is your day? She's not gonna like when I start cutting up these boxes though. That's when she's gonna get mad. Real soon, aren't ya? You're not gonna be happy. So we're doing some cutting and some taping and some wrapping today. And so what I'm going to do is once I've got these boxes, so I'm going to take just these ones because they're nice and small, and I'm going to wrap them in black tissue paper, and then I'm going to fill them with white tissue paper, and that's where I'm going to set the ornaments. So I've got a few of them to do. I've got some other small square ones so I can kind of move stuff around. And then if I can, I'm also going to try and figure out a way how to tape all of the lids together and make some more trays. And that shouldn't be too difficult. But we're going to wrap what we've got first. Let me scroll back. I'm so sorry I'm behind. Oh, that's so kind of you, Kiati. Thank you. That's so sweet. You're so kind. My puppet pattern didn't work out. Oh, no. Oh, you're going to be able to freehand that. No problem, Cara. I'm so sorry that that's not going to be there to help you out. But you are so capable of doing that. Not a doubt in my mind that you're going to be able to just freehand your way through it and wing it and have something turn out just beautifully. And I'm sorry, but you've got to see this again. Let's move this out of the way here. Hi, Noodle. Hi, Noodle. Ooh, the big stretch and a yawn. Oh, I was hoping that she'd make the noise. Usually when she yawns, she kind of does a at the end. She didn't make the noise today. You didn't make the noise. I know. Hi, Lorna. Isn't she so cute? And I'm doing good, thank you. getting your nails done. Oh, that's nice. Do you get acrylics or gel, Tina, or you get polish? What do you get done? And what colors would you get on your nails? I'm a big fan, and maybe this is just because I don't know, I'm not as adventurous as I'd maybe like to be, but there's something about a nice set of nails with a nice, I always get square tips and they always hate it because they don't like doing square, and I go really, really short, but a nice French manicure just makes me really, really happy. Oh, Audrey, I'm getting shit all over the freaking floor. I'm glad I'm on too. It's good to be able to hang out with ya. Ooh, that sounds pretty, Tina. If you were so inclined and you wanted to put a picture of your nails in the chat on Patreon so we could see them, I don't think anybody would complain. I think I need a sharper knife. This thing is absolute shit. Big surprise on color. That's why I asked. I'm like, is it consistent with nails too, or where's the thing that the answer, is there anything that somebody could ask you, Tina, that you think you would not choose for it to be purple? I don't know that I... What are you up to today, Barb? What you getting up to? Got to see my friend Rachel last night. She is the friend that, for those of you who were here way back in 2018 and 19, I don't know that I did a lot of lives before I went down there, but I would go down to New Brunswick twice a year. I used to live in New Brunswick, which is on the east coast of Canada, right above Maine, for anybody wondering. But I used to go down twice a year for a couple of weeks, and I'd stay with my friend Rachel and just work from her place. I was lucky enough to be able to work from home most of the time, and then with this I could obviously work from home. And I saw her last summer. She travels a lot for work. We used to work for the same company, and she's still working for that company. I used to travel 3 weeks out of every month. So I'd leave on the Monday, get home on work the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, get home on the Friday. Anyway, she's still doing that. So every once in a while when she's traveling, she travels to Ontario. So it's been really nice. It's not like my other friend who's never up here in Toronto, the one that I saw on the weekend, because she's never up here in Toronto. She has no need to be. So I hadn't seen her in 6 years. I hadn't seen her since I'd been down to New Brunswick the first time. Or the last time, sorry, in 2019. So, but it was really, really nice to get to spend some time with her. I missed her an awful lot. Like I said, I'd stay with her, so I was just another fixture in their home. Her husband fell in love with my dog. So I think if it hadn't have been for my dog, we wouldn't have been, I think that just solidified our welcome in their house because he loved the dog so much. All right, I'm scrolling back. You like the French tip square, Kim? There's something so nice about that. And my nails are finally starting to get a little bit longer, so I might be able to do it, but I've got these thumbnails that constantly split. And it's pissing me off because it's what's holding me back from getting some nails. But one of these days I will. Color 251. Nothing that wouldn't be better purple, eh, Tina? I figured that. Teal mint French. Oh, Debbie. So instead of the white, you've got teal? That's cool. Or do you have teal mint French tips because that's what you've been playing with and painting with for a while and your fingers are just covered in paint? Because sometimes we do that by accident. Did you really? You had purple hair? That's amazing. Can't have nails or colors work thing. Yeah. That's the hard part, right? Especially when you're working around food and, you know, and if you were to break one of those off, eesh. Always wanted to dye my hair, but never have, really. I used to dye my hair all the time. I'm just gonna try and clean off my camera here. Oops, my screen, just a sec. It's a little gooey. I've always wanted to be a little more adventurous with my hair and color, but I haven't yet. Lauren, I used to always, there's something about it, right? I hold myself differently when I have my nice nails. Barb is scraping and painting things black. What happened? That's cool, Debbie. That sounds really pretty. Yeah, it was really nice, Lorna. Drive safe, Steffi. Wee woo, here comes Trooper Barb. No way, and your nail tech's name is Tina too? That's so cool. That's so funny. Do a bigger one like this, I guess. I could tape those together. All right, we'll see. We'll see. I think I have a 6-foot table. So I'm doing a market this Saturday at Markets by Ontario in Bowmanville, Ontario. At Markets Ontario. Sorry, not Markets by Ontario. It's the store that you may remember at a point I rented a shelf at a store to sell my stuff. And, oh, come on, you stupid knife. They're having a pop-up market this Saturday, and it's called Christmas in July. And so I'm going. And the best part about it is there's no table fee, which is amazing. So I am getting my inventory ready. They reached out and said, you know, please only apply for this market if you are, we want to treat it like a Boxing Day, Black Friday kind of sale where everybody is kind of deeply discounting and using this as an opportunity for inventory clear out. And I just thought, I'm like, perfect. Get this crap. Let's get everything out of my house. I need room to make new stuff. Is Cher here? Hi, Cher. That's so funny. What do you mean, what happened? I love having the nails. Oh my God. Do you dye your hair purple, Nicole? That's so cool. That's so cool. I've been trying to let it all grow out and the color's faded that's still in there, and then just to let the roots grow out and go fully gray. But then I think at some point, once I do, I'm gonna go to a hair salon and say, you know what, I want like the salt and pepper, and get them to do it and to have it, you know, done right. Purple hair's fun, eh? Oh, a gentle and beautiful week. What a lovely way of saying that, Cher. That's lovely. I love that. How are you doing? You doing all right? So anyways, so I'm trying, for anybody who's just joining us, I'm working on getting stuff ready for the market. And part of that today is working on some of my displays that I want to use for ornaments. So nothing fancy. But this is kind of the main stuff that I'm bringing, and then I'm going to have other stuff too. I'm going to have some regular price stuff as well. We don't have to discount everything that we're selling this weekend. Oh, come on. Urgh. Oh, you're being just a little bitch, aren't you? All right, let's shave it with the knife. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna wrap these boxes in black tissue paper, fill them with white tissue paper, and then set my ornaments on them. So we'll do one and make sure, you know, that it works. And I need to find my little vacuum because I'm covered in cardboard dust. And the last thing I need is Audrey eating this stuff. So bear with me 2 seconds, you guys. I'm just gonna go grab that little vacuum and I'll be right back. Oh, goodness. right, Audrey, I'm turning this on. I'm turning the vacuum on. How did it get there? All right, that's a little better. Okay, hi. You do your own nails? Like under the UV light and the whole bit? That's cool. How do you... I can only imagine that I would only have one hand that was acceptable for public. Because I would assume that anything I tried to do with my left hand would be absolute trash. How did you learn to do that? Were you always kind of ambidextrous that way, or? Oops. That's your other rabbit hole expense, I bet. Oh, that's good, Cher. Sending you lots of love. You loved makeup, nails, jewelry. You needed to waste how many ears pierced? Which I just did for your bucket list. That's amazing. That's so cool, Lorna. I love that. I was a shoes fanatic. That's so cool, Nicole. That's amazing. That's amazing that you can do that. Absolutely incredible. All right, so I'm gonna use a couple pieces of tissue paper and I'm just gonna literally start wrapping these boxes. And see what we got. So I'll show you. You were a girly girl. That's so cool. I don't know that I would consider myself a girly girl or not. I don't know if I would. Sometimes I think. But I think maybe just in the normal run of the day, probably not terribly girly anyway. Haven't done them again since my pepper spray moment. Yeah, how is recovering from that trauma going, Nicole? That was a lot, man. You went through it. Are you okay? Just trying to, I'm going to use packing tape for this. I'm just trying to cut some pieces off. At Costco. Have fun. Oh, it's terrifying, Cher. It's absolutely terrifying. She went through it. Let her tell you. Just about to ask about the pepper spray, Aisha. Definitely not a girly girl except for your nails. So fun, eh? Nails or something, though. It just feels nice. It's extra art on your body, right? I'm definitely not. Never had my hair, nails, or anything else done. I'm a rock hound and otherwise boring. I think I was at my girliest when I worked in corporate. Because I would wear skirts and suits and high heels and stuff like that. And I always had my makeup done and all of that. I think I was my girliest then. I think. Like growing up as a teenager, every once my mom would say to me, I swear to God I gave birth to a girl. Because I would wear jeans and concert t-shirts and plaid flannel shirts and all of that, right? So I was never a super girly girl. Dun, dun. So this is what I'm doing right now, is I'm wrapping, oops, this isn't working. I am wrapping this box with tissue paper, and it's going to be my one of my displays. So I'll show you when it's all done here. Steffi wrestling a pallet of toilet paper into her tiny car. Yeah, gotta tie a red flag on that. Hazard, hazard. I remember doing that, Barb, when I did a shopping trip to IKEA once with my Toyota Echo. And I remember everyone was like, you're not fitting that stuff in that Echo. That's not happening. And we fit it in, and we just had a couple of things. The trunk was almost able to close, and we had like a couple inches we had to tie down and put a flag on. I'm like, you guys don't understand. This is a bigger car than you think it is. I loved that car. Ugly as sin. It was probably my favorite car. No, that's not true. I did have a Cadillac for a while. It was pretty nice. But that, I think I just liked it. I think it was less about the Cadillac and more about the heated seats, because now I'm like, just give me heated seats back. That's all I need. Oh, that's so good. So Asia said, Nicole, you don't have to talk about it if it's too painful. Nicole, I still have little depression moments when I see everything I threw away in my, of course. I'm really proud of you for still going forward, Nicole. Really, really proud of you. Yeah, would have calmed down. I wear boy clothes throughout my childhood because my mom dressed me in boy clothes. Yeah, and so do you kind of do like girly stuff now, or do you still kind of gravitate to more casual stuff, Cara? My heart is with you, Nicole. Sometimes life is near impossible to bear. Yeah. Long story short, I tried making pepper spray for birds that were making a nest inside my roof and got it all over me. I burned for a week straight. It was awful. It was miserable. I'm so sorry. Went through my childhood wearing boy clothes. Yeah. My mom was always trying to get me in dresses. I'm like, can I just have jeans and a sweatshirt, please? Do casual now. Yeah. I packed a broken apart 10 by 12 foot gazebo and 3-piece patio seating with cushions into my Sonic, 2 dogs and my sister. Exactly. If you play Tetris, none of it's intimidating, right? You're fine. I remember one year on The Amazing Race, they went to Sweden, and one of the challenges was putting together some IKEA furniture. And I remember watching that one and thinking, oh my God, this would be my event. I would run circles around these people because they're panicking. They don't know what to do. And I'm like, oh God, I've done so much of that crap. And if you've done a bunch of IKEA furniture, then you can do a bunch of other furniture. And if you've done a bunch of other furniture, you can do a bunch of IKEA furniture. It's not hard. But they are definitely different animals, right? Asia, here's a kind of funny pepper spray story. My husband went fishing with his grandpa and brother, needed bug spray. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm worried about where this is going, Asia. All right. So now I have my tray, right? So I'm going to grab I'm grabbing a bunch of tissue that I've got shredded here. I wish that it was Christmas time and I could get some of that fake snow, like in the sheets. That would be ideal. So I'll have to make sure I get some of that next year. I love you, Nicole. Grandpa said use this expired pepper spray, and they did and jumped. Oh God, that's terrible. Yeah, next time rent cats. There you go. Right? You can rent goats to mow your lawn. Rent some cats for the birds. With my luck, I'd get a cat that was not at all motivated to hunt. But that could be a business, you know. I mean, people rent out their goats, like I said. Just saying. All right, I think this is going to work good. So let's see. I'm going to try a couple things. All right. This might be a pain in the ass because I feel like I'm going to get little fuzzies all over the place, or the strips of tissue, but I feel like it's a good display for ornaments. So if I can fit 8 in each of these, oops, put you there. Sorry for my hand over the camera. Yeah, I know. Plastic owls if you can manage it, except it doesn't work well on crows. That's interesting, Asia. Never been in so much pain in my life. Started to think of, yeah, you'd wonder if it was ever going to be over. Oh, good. Glad they're gone, Nicole. Good. Good, good, good. So I need to look at my inventory and see what I want to do is I want to create 2 different sections of ornaments. One section where I have multiples of that ornament, and then one section where they're all just one of a kinds. So I think that'll be the next step. I think that looks all right, eh? When you get it full of ornaments, and especially if I coordinate them all. I think that'll be all right. Oh, hi, Audrey. And then I'll have all the boxes with me, like the individual boxes like this, and the gold ones that hold multiples, and I'll have them with me, I think. I think that'll work. Luckily, they didn't spray too heavy. Yeah. Yeah, that would take a while to be able to laugh at something like that, I'm sure. That's super traumatic. Now, I'm cutting pieces of packing tape. I'm not using regular tape, not for any other reason other than I'm really, really lazy, and the regular tape is all the way over there, and I don't feel like getting it. So it may look like I'm causing more difficulties for myself. However, and sorry, I should have covered my mouth there when I was coughing. So sorry. It's really dry in here, actually. I feel like I should put the humidifier on a bit, but it's also, I don't know. Can't quite tell. Anywho. So happy that you're on. I'm depressed. You guys made me feel better. Oh, I love you too, Lorna. I'm so sorry that you're having a day, but I'm glad you're here with us. Glad you are here. And if being here helps in any way, I am thrilled for that. Thrilled, thrilled. And we're here to love ya. Oops. So once I get all of this ornament stuff sorted, then I've got to grab mugs. I've got a shit ton of mugs, and then I've got a bunch of panels. We went through some of the panels the other night, but I'm going to bring in, I've got like these wooden crates that I'm going to bring in, and I'm going to separate each painting with some parchment paper, and so people can flip through them like records. And then I don't know about the mugs. I think mugs I'm just going to take a few and just start putting them up. I have some that I really, really want to get rid of. And I have some that I'm going to still leave at my full price. Like the Bliss mugs, they're not getting discounted. At least not the square ones like yours, Tina. That's not getting discounted. Nope. The Bliss teapot, I'm going to take it with me on the chance that it might sell. The green and blue vase. I still don't have the purple one finished. But those are going to come with me. I've got a couple piggy banks that are going to go with me. So yeah, that'll be good. Box number 2 done. Let's go for box number 3. Trying to think what else. I think I could use a couple of these even as risers. Oh, for mugs, because these are really sturdy. Okay. The other thing that I wish that I had handy was Christmas wrapping paper, because I would much rather be wrapping these boxes in Christmas wrapping paper. But oh well. No, you're not bringing anybody down, Lorna. It's okay. Pretty awesome. It's a good skill to learn. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Asia. Video games for the big win for sure. You have nothing to apologize for at all, Lorna. Yeah. Can be heavy and isolating, exactly. You're so sweet. You guys are so full of love. I'm so proud to be a part of this community. Thank you for all that you do to nurture this community so well. Oh, you guys are amazing. Ah! It's fine. That did not warrant that scream. Dun, dun, dun. 1. I love this community. Never had friends until I found this community. You're stuck with us now, Kara. That's good. We love you. I'm glad you did too. It's pretty incredible. Pretty freaking incredible. How am I doing this? It's like I just forgot how to wrap this, even though I've just done 2. Have to go for now, hoping to be back before you're done. Need to finish getting ready for my brother coming. Oh, that's lovely. How long is he going to be with you? I'm asking you questions that's going to delay you going. So you go do what you need to do and we will be here, Nicole. Yeah. That's so nice. Yeah, I agree. I'm so glad. Right? We're pretty lucky. We are pretty lucky. Right? And the fact that it's so widespread in this community. And I don't know about you, but I feel like the dotting community on TikTok is in Instagram is very different in a lot of ways than the dotting community on Facebook. I know there's a lot of great resources on Facebook, but it seems like there's a lot more, like everything on Facebook, that there's a lot more discourse there. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that, but I think it's one of the things that, you know, it's so pervasive in our community, even though, you know, a lot of people do stuff on Facebook too, but it's just different, right? I don't know. That's just me. Be here for a few days. I've only seen him once in the last 10 years at our dad's funeral 2 years ago. Oh, that's going to be so nice. That's okay, Nicole. We got it. Yeah, hope he likes dotting lives. All right. Arts and crafts time. So now, where's the other one? Oh, it's right there. I think what I'll do is, this is so much easier than using the knife. I think we got it. So what I've done is I've taken 3 of the lids now and I'm putting them together to make one big tray. Because if they are more stable, then I can use the ones that I just covered as potential risers for some mugs maybe, I think. Yeah, learn to crack the code, eh, Cher? Totally get it. I've told some of you we have, I've got this one friend and she texts in such code and she never texts too, right? So if you get a text from her, you better figure it out, because if you write her back and say, what does this mean? You could be waiting for 6 months. She might never text you back. And by the time she does, she'll have no idea what you're talking about. So you had to crack the code to be able to communicate with her. And we would get together and I'm like, okay, this is what I think it means. What do you guys got? Like, does this sound right to you? Like, does this make sense to you? And she knew it too. She knew it. And then sometimes we would bet on it. Like whoever figures it out first gets a free lunch today or something like that, or whoever gets it first picks the movie tonight. Would love to stay, but baby's napping and need to watch your camera. No worries, Asia. It was good to see you. Lots of love. This is arts and crafts at its finest here, I think. This is just gonna, this is like when you see people and they're like, I'm sure there's a million easier ways to do this, but it's gonna work. So it's gonna be fine. But still. So let's tape the other side down. Got Coldplay in my head for some reason. There's been a lot of posts because they played in Toronto. That must be why. I'm seeing a lot of posts on TikTok about them. Ooh. Oops. 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 Stop moving. Okay. See how this goes. Not convinced. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna work. I am convinced it's gonna work. It's gonna work just fine. Alright. So you, oops. Come here. And then we tape you. All the way down this way. We're gonna need so much more tape. So much more. It would help if there wasn't hair getting caught in the tape all the time too. That might help a little bit. All right. Everybody doing all right? Let's just do a couple more here. It's not like it needs to be heavy or movable, so I guess that's good. I guess that's a good thing. Stay there though. All right, I've got to get this thing taped up here so it stops moving. How we gonna do it? Anybody painting today? Yes, for you? Okay, good. Doing all right. Glad to hear it. Have you done any more painting, Lorna? I loved hearing about you when you said that you were painting with your daughter. That was so cool. Stay. 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 Right there. Right there. It's not that hard. Right there. I hope this tape holds. Crap. That'd be my luck. Oh, lovely. Barb's painting it black. Did it make sense? You didn't have to scrape anything off on the spirals, Barb. When I was talking about that, it was the guideline. So I hope it didn't cause you too much work. Working on your custom mandala from Tara's Patreon. Very nice. Share. I'm using a heating pad in this ridiculous heat right now. Then when I get feeling some better, paint a mold I have. Thought about finished old pieces that I never finished, but nah. Yeah, it just needs to be like the perfect alignment of circumstances to work on some of that. Well, you didn't have to paint over it. It was just the guidelines that needed to change. No. It was just the guidelines. What happened? Audrey. That's okay. Lay caused me trauma when she said my spaces were too small. Okay. We'll blame Lay. Lay, if you're watching on the replay, tisk, my friend. Poor Barb. Coming over Friday. Oh, that would be lovely, Lorna. That's awesome. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That makes me very happy. Whether it's painting or crocheting or sculpting or anything, as long as you're having fun and enjoying yourself, that's all I am concerned with, ever. Alright, I'm gonna do. Hi, babe. Hi, you okay? Hi, baby. When she wakes up out of a dead sleep, she goes, "Huh." I keep hoping to catch it on camera one of these days. You know, you had to try to fix one simple thing and that, yeah. And then when it gets to that point, I totally get it. Then it is easier to just start with a clean slate instead of trying to fix and did I get everything fixed and then you find something else. I totally get that. Clean slate can definitely be significantly easier for sure. Mentally easier. Less mental pain, right? So I totally get that. That makes sense. All right, I think I've got one more spot to put some tape here, and then we will wrap in our black tissue paper. You know what I'm finding? My hands are really not enjoying like things that I have to squeeze like this. Squeezing with my hand isn't so bad, but squeezing with my fingers, like I'm feeling weird pops and stuff in there. Do you guys ever feel that? I feel like it's not a good sign. My neighbor who broke her hip, she's the one I go bowling with too, and we hang out pretty much every day. And she keeps telling me, she's like, I keep telling you to get your hands insured, but you're screwing yourself here. She's not wrong. All right, let's see. I buy black in bulk. Yeah, you know that too well, sure. Lorna, I'll send you something when I have something sendable. I would love that, Lorna. We'll swap you for your tissue box because I'm going to work on that next week. Once this market's out of the way, I'm going to work on finishing the tissue box and get that done for you. Posted a neat ramifind in general chat. Oh, cool. Thanks, Barb. Awesome. That's cool. Keep finding dots that I missed when I was doing the spirals. Yeah. It's a lot, right? Like, it's so bizarre to revisit a design like this, right? And then say, like, how did I do it, right? Because it was one of those things that was just so, okay, well, let's try this here, and okay, let's try this there. It was so different than our normal process for this stuff, right? So trying to kind of piece it together and say, okay, make sure you do this and make sure you do that, it's definitely a challenging one, for sure. I hope you end up enjoying it, though. Are you happy with your colors still, Debbie? I'm dying to see your colors. Dying to see your colors. Oops. Okay, just got to cut some more tape. Doesn't have to be this way for me. I love wrapping Christmas presents, so this is incredibly enjoyable for me. Let me be the judge of that, Lorna, because I'm not going to judge it. I want to see something that you made while you were enjoying yourself. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Hi, Christine. How you doing? Be working on it when I run out of hand room on this one. There you go. There you go. So that's a good couple of projects to switch back and forth. How are you liking your new place, Debbie? I'm so living vicariously through you. Because it sounds like such a cool community that you're in. How did I do that? Why does that one look so nice? Oh, that's why. Because I do it like that. Okay. The other side was so nice and clean and not messy looking. And this one is just, that's how I did it. All right, I see. I see. For me, all the guides were overwhelming to look at all at once. I'm old, so I redid doing one direction at a time. Oh, that's a great idea. Still ended up scraping round 4. It's black. So far, so good. Yeah, and that's a really good point. You know, when the guidelines are overwhelming, just break it down into the sections that are more comfortable for you, right? What's new, Christine? How you been? Hi, the puppies and the critters and the birds and the baby and your daughter. How's everybody doing? And Eric too, I suppose. Oops. Okay. There you go. Love my space, but all those wonderful amenities are only open when the snowbirds are here. Oh, no way, really? Oh, that's interesting. I'm glad you love your space, though. That's great. I'm really glad to hear that. Oh, that's tight. That's gonna rip. It's gonna rip. Please don't rip. Please. All right. Doing okay, Christine? Good. You working today or you painting today? Tried going back to other guides. You used to do grids, squares, and diagonal lines. That seems easier. Yeah, this one is definitely, it's not an easy piece. It's not an easy piece. Or at least it's not as easy because I think we're more familiar with the grids, right? For anybody who's done a few of the Symmetry Series workshops on Patreon, you're used to drawing these grids and it's, I don't know, I think when there's lines and grids and graph paper basically on your canvas, it almost is a little easier than all of these circles, right? Because there's a grid to rely on for your spacing too, so you don't have to rely on so many individual measurements and stuff, right? They are fun though. Now I just gotta keep trying and saying, okay, how weird can we get? What else are we gonna do? Not work or painting. It isn't work or painting, it's just stuff. That's good. Did it look different for you, Cher? Because it didn't for me when I put the at. It looked like it did it right, Christine. Cher, Arizona's so beautiful, just way too hot for me. My fiance went through cancer treatment at Mayo in Phoenix, so I spent time there, but in Tucson years ago too. I've heard it's amazing in Arizona. All right. So now I'm just gonna line the bottom of this. So I've got this now made together of my lids. So I'm just going to put a piece of black down on the bottom. Tape this down. Actually, let's do it this way. All right, I just need to start taping, I think, because this is ridiculous. So then this tray is going to be filled with white tissue paper, and then ornaments will sit on top. I totally should have been less lazy and gone over to grab my regular tape, but that's okay. Stop it. Tape is misbehaving. All right. I'm coming back. Some of us don't math well as time goes on, and that's fair. And you know what? I think on the graphs and stuff, it's a little bit easier, whereas when you're painting something like the spirals, there's a lot that can kind of be moved around. So if you don't follow it identical, it's going to be okay, but you've got to calculate more stuff that way. And because there's always imperfections too, right? There's always slightly different measurements on everybody's stuff, and we have sharper pencils and duller pencils, and it all makes a difference. Okay, that's too high. Let's go there. Okay. Got it. There. Stay there. Oops. Oh, that's not good. Nope. Undo. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Oh, you ripped. Why? Okay. This rip. Okay. Let's try this again. 1, 2. All right, let me just make sure I'm caught up too. I admit I was confused. Guess I'm not fluent in typos or autocorrect as I was bragging earlier. Keeps autocorrecting to Asher. I was wondering at that when I saw that, and I'm like, well, that's obviously not the right name, but who is it that she's trying to say? And I'm like, oh, Cher. Okay. Took me a minute too. I'm honestly not sure how many I have to make, Lorna. That's the worst part. I'm gonna make these ones that I have, because they might be able to hold other stuff, or some of them I might be able to use as risers. So I'm just gonna make what I have and kind of hope for the best, I think. I am winging this thing entirely. I'm incredibly lucky. I don't have to bring table coverings unless I want to. Like there's all kinds of good things about it. But it's leaving way too much up to me to make last minute decisions. But I'm hoping this stuff will work. I toyed with the idea of like going and finding something that I could buy that could be a tray, and then I thought, again, I'm trying not to do a lot of these markets. So if there's a way that I can make it on my own and be able to, you know, save some money that way, then we're gonna give it a shot anyway. I think once they're together now too, if I want to change the paper, so change it from black to something else, I don't think that'll be too hard. Like I think I could get wrapping paper or something, and because I would have liked to have had that for this. It would have been really nice to have some Christmas wrapping paper to wrap these boxes in instead, but that's okay. Not necessary, and definitely not worth a 45-minute drive to my storage unit where my wrapping paper is. I'm like, nah, we're good. So yeah, I'm just kind of winging it. Just winging it. First thing I did when I got phone was turn off autocorrect. Got me in too much trouble. Take less time to self-correct, even with the crooked fingers. Yeah, and 6 thumbs. Never been good with numbers, Lorna. Debbie, is it just me or did autocorrect get incredibly stupid? Yes, it's not just you. Yeah, Cher said I thought it was just me. Yeah, a Dollarama black plastic tablecloth would be good too. That's a good idea, because then it's cleanable and it's not going to rip probably as easy. That's a really good idea. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to fill this one with white tissue paper, and we're going to be able to put ornaments on there. So if I can get, so I think we're going to get gonna get quite a few. All right, so what I need to do is let's try it. Let's try it and see. So I've got ones, let's say we're doing the ones that are one of a kind. So let's see what we got here. I might end up using just plain old white tissue paper actually, because I don't have a bunch of the shredded stuff and I really don't want to. Oh, but it looks prettier. Never mind. I'm going to get out the scissors and cut up some white tissue paper, I guess. Why didn't I do that first actually? Let me do that. I'm going to grab some white tissue paper. Okie dokie. Time to start cutting. Or I could just crumple up a bunch of tissue paper and put them in the thing, but I think that's not going to look as good. I think this looks a little bit better. I've got one of those guillotine slicing machines, but the tissue paper is too slippy, so it doesn't cut properly, unfortunately. Let's do this. I guess this will be the job for another day, right? Sit and chop up tissue paper. I thought about, and I'd mentioned going and getting that crinkle paper from Dollar Tree, but I'm, again, way too lazy. No interest in leaving the house. No interest in spending the money. So, we're just gonna skip it and do it ourselves. So I'm just cutting strips of tissue paper. They're all going to be stuck together for a bit, but then I'll shake them out and be able to use them as padding on these trays. And then I'm going to get out some of the ornaments and we're going to try it out and set it out and see how it looks. So they stick together a lot, so got to do a lot of the get my grubby little hands all over it. Alright, and then that goes in the tray. Let's see. Static though. And I'll be back to the comments in just a sec, you guys. Alright, so let's move you, and you. All right, so here is the thing, and then we will start placing ornaments. Let's see how many we can get on here. I'm gonna bring you guys maybe here. Right. Yeah. Screw. Too many ducks. Thanks, Lorna. I'm trying. There's a lot of things I don't have a lot of confidence in, but I do have a lot of confidence that if I want to learn something, I think that I will be able to learn it. So I'm trying. At least it knows that you don't mean ducking. How do you keep that headband in place without it springing off the back of your head? I have to insert bobby pins right into my skull. This is just dumb luck with this one. It's quite loose, so it's more of almost a bandana. I'm sorry, you trying to get past? Are you watching this? Are you kidding? What's happening here, huh? Whoops. What's happening here? You think that's for you? What do you think? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you happy? Are you happy? This is mine, yes? This is for me, yes? This was supposed to have ornaments go right in here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Right? She's like, thanks, Mom. Hey, hey, did you know that that's mine? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? You're a good girl. You're so good. You're so happy. All right, well, I guess we're moving on to plan B now, and we will come back to this project later. Right? I just need to bring her and let her sit in this. Are you comfy? You happy? Screw the $40 beds from anywhere, right? Just had to get an old box, tape it together, and throw some tissue paper in it. It's not mine anymore. You're right, Tina. Oh my goodness. How you doing? You good? Yeah. You good? All right. Well, I guess we will move on to our next thing. Let's catch up on comments first, shall we? You all right, Debbie? Having a good chuckle? Hi. What can I do for you? I'm still trying to read. See? They're right there. See? They're looking at you. Ah. Knew that was coming. I know you're mad. So fine. I'll move you. We'll leave you alone now. You got what you wanted. So, oh, sorry for my thumb again. You good? Yes, we're good. Yes, yes, Mom. She's pretty funny, hey? She was happier before the ornaments. That's very true. I'm going to wrap them up and I'll put them in boxes. I'll wrap them up, Audrey. We'll get them in the boxes. And I guess I'll figure this stuff out later. All right. Well, is what it is now. It's fine. It's fine, right, Audrey? Well, this is good anyway. I'll get the tissue packed up. I've got other shredded tissue that I'll use for the other displays. Then I've got regular tissue to wrap these up. And we'll be golden, I think. Jeez, she's so funny. Well, the cat will be incentive to buy, right? Yeah, I'll have to have a sign, cat not included. They're a dog-friendly store. There's puppies there all the time. You good? Yeah, I'll get those ornaments out of your way. Don't you worry. Oh my. I can't believe. I'm so glad that was caught on camera though. So glad that was caught on camera. I'll have to edit that chunk out and post it for sure. Right, little miss? You ready to be a star? Too funny. I can't wait to show that to Mom. Grammy's gonna laugh her ass off, Audrey. All right, well, at least I know this is gonna work. I think I'm gonna be able to get 5 ornaments across, and I should be able to get at least 4 down. So that means 20 ornaments just on that tray, which is good. So I'm gonna count through how many I have that are one of a kind and how many I have that I have multiples of. And we'll go from there. So there is that. Let's see, actually. How many, Audrey? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 19, 20. I have 20 ornaments that are one of a kinds. Yay! Hi! You're so pretty. Are you so happy? All right, I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna show you what she does. How cool is that? All right, that could not have worked out better. And then I have, oh, nope, oh, I lied. I think there's 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 19. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that I have multiples of. So I'll have 2 sections. Barb, are you leaving? Have a good rest of your day, my friend. Yeah, you know exactly who the boss is. Exactly, Kim. Exactly. You too, Lorna. Just walked back in the door and missed what Miss Audrey did. You need to, Nicole. I moved the camera to put all the tissue paper in here and to start loading it up with ornaments to test it out. And she came and just took over. So now she's super happy. Are you happy? Look at the little tail going too. Can you see it? Oops. Look at the little tail. Look at your tail, it's so cute. Are you a good girl? You're a good girl. Good girl. She's so funny. Oh my God. Now all of a sudden you want to be on camera? What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? All right. Dun-dun. Okay. We've got 2 more ornaments to put away. Yeah, me too, Lorna. I'm so glad it was caught on camera. Love you, Barb. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching, Nicole. I'm going to try and edit it down and post it. Because it's too good. Hi. I love when she does cat stuff. Because I've always said that she's a dog in a cat's body. And she just gave me a dirty look. She must not be happy with that. Are you a dog in a cat's body? Are you? I love you too. I love you too. So she doesn't do a lot of typical cat stuff. She does her own weird stuff, which maybe is just also typical cat stuff, right? But so I love when she does stuff like this. It makes me really happy. I'm like, look at her, she's being a cat. That's so cool. Are you so happy? I am the damn hero. I think that now, I went out last night to see my friend. Hi. You're so happy. I went out last night to see my friend, right? And I was out a lot yesterday. I had to go out in the morning, and then I had the live in the afternoon, and then I went out in the evening, and I didn't get home until almost 11:30 last night. And so I knew I was going to have some debt to be paid, right? Like I knew I was going to have to answer to her, and I figured I was going to get punished for a couple of days. But this might have done it. Does this forgive me? Does it? I love you too. She's slow blinking at me. That's a good girl. Yeah, she is definitely more human. You say that about Emily too? Her tail has always been short, so it's a very sad story, so I don't want to depress anybody. Where are you going? Oh, I thought she was oh, she is. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, now. So the box, no longer good. What are you doing? So she's laying here. Hi, Eva. How are you? So she is now tapping my lower back with her tail. So she's sitting behind me, and I feel tap, tap, tap. So Miss Audrey was a rescue, and she was so stressed out at the vet when she was being spayed, while she was recovering from her spay, she chewed the end of her tail off. She was so stressed out. And then, so they amputated part of her tail, and then during the recovery for that again, she did it again. So then they had to go, and she had to do another surgery to repair and to take more off. So that's why she has the little nub. Now she's happy. You good? Yeah? Are you good? Who's that? Oh. Take this. Take this. Take that. Get it. All right. Enjoy. Yeah. Yeah. It breaks my heart. Relaxing after a busy day in your happy place. Lovely. It's good to see ya. We missed ya. Oh no, what's that over there? Oh, it's more. Oh, those are empties. Okay. Whew. All right. So, ornament boxes are done. So I think now I've got these 2 boxes, and I think I'm going to cut them down and wrap them up too, because these ones might also be good for risers, or these might be good for the duplicates and keep the risers here. Or I could actually do one of these and then one of the square ones to kind of make it a little smaller too. So I might do that. I think I will do that. What you been up to, Eva? Life doing okay? And what did you What did you end up doing in the happy place? What were you working on? Oh, thank you, Nicole. Me too, Cher. I'm very lucky. I'm very, very lucky. When I'd had a dog. I got him in 2012, and he passed away from cancer in 2017. And it was a long time before I was ready to get another pet. And I was not ready for another dog. I was still traveling a lot for work. And once you've had a dog and you understand the amount of work it is, it's not always the best solution. At least it wasn't for me. So I knew I wanted a creature, but I didn't know what I wanted. I knew nothing about cats. I was looking at rabbits. We had a couple of rabbits that were litter trained when I was a kid. And I thought, well, I could do that again. And they're really smart. And maybe I'll find out how independent they are, because are they okay while I'm gone for a few days? And then I thought, one of the guys that I worked with, him and his wife, did cat rescue and worked with as a foster with a cat rescue. And just out of the blue, one of the days I said to him, I'm like, if you ever have come across a cat that is just fat and lazy and just kind of happy to be there, and is okay with a very quiet household and all of that stuff. And he said, actually, we have a cat that we've been wondering if we would ever find, and we've actually talked about you, saying, geez, I wish Jamie wanted a cat because she'd be perfect for Audrey. And so that was on like a Tuesday, and they came over on the Wednesday and brought her, and that was it. Yeah, it has been a while, Eva. It's so good to see ya. This is the best time. Yeah. I know, it's so sad, eh, Cher? I was always a dog person, then I got a cat, fat and lazy, right? Lying on the couch. That's good. Relaxing, though. Yeah, I never anticipated enjoying having a cat as much as I do. Never in a million years. My mom not only never wanted a cat, but used to be kind of afraid of them and really stayed away from them. And so when I was moving in, I'm like, I'm bringing the cat. Is that okay? And she's like, of course it is. We'll figure it out. Everything's going to be fine. And now she's like, I can't believe I love a cat so much. She's like, I never expected that to happen. So it's lovely. I'm like, I got you too. And now I think I love dogs. I will always love dogs. But I think unless I know because of my energy level, like I'm not the kind of person to be going out and doing hours of walks or anything. So I would need dogs that really don't need to go outside very much, for exercise, that can kind of play. But at the same time, that isn't something I would want either, unless I had a piece of property where I could open a door, and like a house with a backyard, anything like that, where I could open the door and let them burn it. Because I know now, when I had Ranger, we used to go for at least 2 hours of walks a day. And I mean, it was great. I was in great shape because of it, and we had a great time. But he was so high energy, like it needed to happen. So I ended up getting a dog walker as well. That's actually how I met the lady whose farm that I moved to. And when I lived at the farm for that year. But I ended up getting a dog walker too, because he was just so high energy. He could just keep walking and walking and walking and walking. It's one of the things that I was sad about when I moved to the farm. I'm like, oh, Ranger would have been so happy, because anytime I went away, he would go up to the farm and stay with them. and he was very much a farm dog. I think he would have thrived up there. Audrey didn't really care. I have a lot of different pets. After years of cats, I now have a huge dog. Yeah, what kind? Are you tearing up, Nicole? Don't do that. It's okay. But I get it. Took care of my dad and fiance through cancer. Oh my God. Then my mom, who was crippled with Alzheimer's. Oh, Cher. Oh, that's so heavy. I'm so sorry. So I haven't been able to have a dog. I need animals. Yeah. And that's the thing it comes down to, right? It's like, it's either this or no animal. And I'm like, then this is it. And yeah, I totally understand now how people have like 10 cats, you know? I totally get that. I'm like, why would you stop? But I'll definitely be sticking with cats for a while. That's why I'm always so emo. Oh, I don't think you're emo at all. I think that you have a lot of beautiful things to say, Cher, and I understand when we say them just as much to light and help other people as to keep ourselves light, right? Like, there is that necessity and to help with that heaviness. And I certainly haven't had to do that with a fiance, and I'm very lucky that Mom has doesn't have debilitating issues like that. But as one caregiver to another, and anybody else watching here, I see you. It's a lot, and just do what you can to take care of yourself as best as you can. And I'm sending you so much love, because there's a lot of heaviness there that I think it's, again, one of the wonderful things about this community, you know, because that's something that a lot of people just don't get, right? And I love how this group, whether you get it or not, you're still so loving and encouraging, and you ask questions and you want to know, and it's just, you guys are just incredible. But yeah, it was a lot. Yeah. It's one of the things with Lily, days when I hurt so much and don't want to move, I look at her and know she needs to go out, so I get up. Yeah, totally. Yeah, there was a lot of days where Ranger was my reason for getting out of bed in the morning, right? It was, you know, I have to get up. This creature needs me. And there are lots of days where I probably wouldn't have gotten out of bed if it wasn't for him. I didn't, he was definitely my soul dog for sure. But our energies weren't necessarily matched well. We were very well matched, but our energies weren't necessarily matched well. But I also think he was put into my life to help me get off my ass. Like you said, keep me moving. Oh, Eva! Oh, right back at you, Cher. Love you, Tina. A Bernese Mountain Dog and Appenzeller. Oh my God. How big is he? What's his name? Is it a he? Is it a she? Tell me more. Hi, are you going back into your box of tissue? What are you doing? Are you sad? What's going on? Hi, love. Oh, they're coming to lay behind me again. All right, that's fine. Oops. No way I can let her out alone. The big birds could get her. Well, and that's the thing too, right? It's like, you see the movie The Proposal? And Sandra Bullock's outside with the dog, and the eagle comes along and picks up the Pomeranian. Every time I see one of the dogs that we've got a bunch of hawks around, and every time I see them, I'm like, whoa, get the little white dogs out of here. They are food. Do you live in a wooded area, Nicole? His name is Rocky, but we call him Rock because he keeps the expertise. That's so cool. That's so cool, Eva. He sounds lovely. Hi, Audrey. I'm not done yet, Audrey. I'm sorry. We still have like another almost half an hour. I'm not taping this down. I don't need to tape this down. It's perfectly fine as it is in there at the bottom. All right. So let's do one more. One more, two more. There's no way in hell I'm going to be able to put all of these on the table anyway. Well, we'll try. We'll try. Let's see. Thank goodness I kept all these boxes. Right? I'm feeling very smug about it. Like, see, this is why I keep all the boxes. Because who knew? I live in the country on the outskirts of the mountains. Oh, beautiful. Oh, stop it. Stay put. Stop. 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 Oh, damn it. All right, I'm suddenly now not too lazy. I'm going to go get the regular tape so I don't have to keep cutting this crap. Hold on. Oh, ugh. Oh, that's hard. Ooh, hi. Oh, that was hard to get up. That one was tough. It is Pepsi. I haven't had Pepsi in a while, and I got home last night after seeing my friends, and let me tell you, I realized yesterday that all I'd had to eat was a bowl of Neapolitan ice cream and a half a bag of Cheetos. And I got home last night at almost 11:30, and I felt so nauseous. I immediately started, getting the cold sweats, the nausea, the lightheadedness, the feeling like I'm gonna pass out. It was roof. And then I didn't learn from my mistakes. I got up this morning and I just walked out the door without eating or drinking anything, and I feel crappy again. I wonder why, right? So, not that Pepsi is the solution for that, but I needed a little bit of a kick, Needed that caffeine and that sugar. So I decided to break my own rule for a little while. I've been trying to drink more water because I used to drink a lot of Pepsi. There's a family of foxes on our property. The bears live down below by the river that runs through the lower land. Oh my gosh. God, that sounds like, how much property you got there? Should we be bringing campers and do the retreat at your place, Nicole? Sounds lovely. That sounds heavenly. I'm the idiot that would try to make friends with the bear. right? I'm like, the only reason nobody's made friends with the bear yet is because the bear has not met me. And yeah, that's how I'd go. Oh, it sounds wonderful. There's always the trade-offs, right? Because then you're farther away, like you said, you're farther away from the city, ordering food delivery and all of that stuff is a whole different animal then, right? But to be able to sit and live in that kind of peace. And I promise, Nicole, I won't just openly, we're not going to start showing up at your door because I just invited myself over. I'm coming. I'm coming. And invited the whole freaking community. Come on, everybody, we're going to Nicole's. 44 acres, that's cool. Oh, this is so much faster. Imagine how much I could have done if I'd used this tape all along. I make that noise when I get up off the couch a lot of the time, right? Everything. Sometimes just sitting there, I'm like, ugh. I started listing all of the things. I'm like, I'm not even 50. I'm not even 50. This stuff shouldn't be happening yet. But alas, it is. Beautiful. I am going to tape this one down, I think. Just because it covers some of the, make sure it covers a bit. 1, 2. Holy crap, this is so better. Stay. All right, number 2. So we've got all right, so that's going to be 20 ornaments. One of these is going to be, how many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in this one, which will be fine. And then I'll have extras for when some of the multiple sell if they go back to one of a kind, but maybe that'll be okay. These ones I will also use as risers for mugs. Okay. So I'm going to have the crate for the print, for not the prints. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, let me string together a full thought. So I apologize because I was not. So I'm going to have the trays for the ornaments. I'm going to have a couple risers. I'm going to have a crate that is going to have all of the panels and canvases that are going to be like flipping through like records. And then on the risers, I've got a couple of the crates so I can kind of stack them and maybe use some risers in and around that. And I can put mugs and teapots and that sort of stuff. I think that'll be good. I think I should take stickers with me, shouldn't I? I feel like I should. Let's see. Hi. Hi. Oh, shit. All right. All right, some stickers. What else do I have in here? That's ribbon. Those are gonna stay. Let's have a look at this bin, because that has more shit in it too. Alright, that. And this and this. Alright, whew. Right? It's easy to be jealous of that, eh? She has 3 cubs in tow. Oh my God. Shares be packed in 15. That's okay, Lorna. No worries. Oh, that's frustrating when you're trying to find something and you can't put your hands on it, eh? I'm so sorry. Those I'm going to keep. That I'm keeping. Those I'm keeping. I'm going to take 2 keychains with me because I only have 2 of them left. So I'll take those. And then I've got some painted stones that I'm going to take. So I've got these little ones. This one. This one. This is all our orange ones because I was making chakra stone sets. Oh. I wonder if I have any more. I feel like I might have more in the other room. Okay. All right. And then I've got this one. And this one. So those ones are all going to get sold. Now, these ones, I don't know if I want to get rid of them. I've got a couple stones here that I really, really like. When I used to draw on them with gel pens. So that's one of them I did. I don't think I'm going to get rid of that one. I feel like I'm not going to get rid of a few of these. I've got a couple of them. I've got this one. And this one. And this one. Just using paint pens. But I don't know that I want to get rid of them. I feel like I'm not gonna get rid of them because I feel like there's some inspiration there somewhere. But I was kind of impressed with myself because I used to do it. Oh, the sticker's been on there for too long too. I used to do just a black thing on the back, and that's where I put my signature and the date. But yeah, I'm gonna keep those. You guys are staying with me. That does not need to be in there. And the other thing that I have is a pair of earrings. Those are staying. They're staying with me as well. All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah, did you find it, Lorna? That's going to be so frustrating. All right, so that's a few more things that can go with me. I'm going to go take a really quick look because I want to see if I have more of those stones. One sec. Oh, God. Okay. Nope, I don't have any more, so that's fine. I did find a box, though, that has a whole bunch of other work in progress and kind of other stuff that is going to be something we'll have to go through at some point. All right. Let's see. Yes, you found them? Good. Good, good, good. Excellent. All right, so I need to take stickers, which means I need to put price tags on stickers. This is still my favorite sticker that I've ever made. If you are a child, this is 18 plus. I love this one. Still one of my favorite things I've ever made. It's the little things. I'm not taking those ones with me. Maybe I will. So I've got this one. That paw print in the middle is an outline of my dog's paw print after he passed. I don't have many of them left, but I can make more. All right, I'll take those ones too. And then I've got this one, and I've got this one, and I've got this one. If you ever want to make stickers of your stuff, keep a really close eye on Sticker App, and that's one of the places. But they will often have a sale, like you can get 50 stickers for 20 bucks, or 50 stickers for 30 bucks, or something like that. Now normally they're about $1.25 to $1.50 per sticker, so you can get a significant savings. But you just have to get all of the same ones. So I like to watch for those sales and then go and grab a nice big stack of stickers. So I think that's good. That's 5 different stickers. That should be all right, eh? That should be enough. It's gonna have to be. I don't have any others, so I've answered my own question. What do I use for display for the stickers? Well, I could use this thing, couldn't I? So if I use this for stickers, hard to see them all though. All right, I'll figure something out for stickers. I still have to put a shit ton of price tags on the back, so if I can't get that done before Saturday, I'll do what I can. I'll start just doing one of each sticker with a price tag and see how many I can get done, and I'll just take those. All right, so that's another option. Now, where do I put you? Where do I put it, Audrey? Let's use this tray. All right, so this tray, I will keep this stuff that I'm keeping. Put this in here on the shelf, and we're done. Now this container can house a couple keychains and the stones. All right, and I can add more if I need to, and I can put this away. So next, we have a pile of stuff to go through. The purple and yellow is pretty, eh? I love it too. Thanks, Eva. Almost didn't see it. Love the bird in the center, very zen, exactly. I'm a little love and light and a little go fuck yourself. It's pretty, eh? So I think I wonder where that is. I painted that on just a little square, and that's one of the new patterns that I have out. I like that one too. It's one of my favorite ones for sure. Lorna, don't say that. Once you are painting for years, you have no idea how your skill's going to develop. There is no way to predict it. And if you make the priority to follow the fun, you don't need to predict it. It'll just happen. All right, so I have this bunch of stones in here. This one. I've got this one. Whoop. We should try this one again. I liked this one. We should try that. All right, I'm just scrolling back. Exactly, Nicole. Exactly. Thank you for saying that too. Lorna, you just keep following it and enjoy it, and your skill will develop so much faster than you can imagine. Never concerned with getting better. Just love the process, and before you know it, yeah, it just happens, right? No. But also remember too, Lorna, that when I started, I was painting on average 6 to 7 hours a day, right? So just because I say, these are the things that I did in my first 6 months, I was painting a lot in those 6 months. I was drawing a lot. It was all I did outside of my work, And then when I started working for myself and working at home, which is when it really, really started, I was like, I could have 12 hours a day where I was painting, where it might take someone an entire week to sit down and paint for 12 hours because of schedules and all of that sort of stuff, right? So you almost look at it as cumulative hours. I didn't track how many hours I did every day. I should have. Oh, Debbie, are you heading out? It was good to see ya. Love you to bits. But it's those cumulative hours, right? And I've got this one. So I'm planning on having a bin where I have just a bunch of stuff that is going to be like rock bottom. I love this one. And we've got that one. And I've got that one. And that one. And then that one, which I really liked. That one. These are from 2020. That one I think we need to do a pattern for. I think that one looks really pretty. And then I have, what else is in here? Oh, this one. And I have these little planters as well. Yep, the COVID year. And you know what? I think the reason that I survived that year as well as I did, everyone else was freaking out about, I had friends that did not do well in the isolation. And I'm sitting there going, this is awesome. This is great. I'm living my best life. I don't want anybody to be stressed out. I hope everybody is safe. And I'm just going to be sitting over here painting, and you tell me when I need to get back to the real world. So I got that one. And that one. And I don't know if I showed you that one. So these are all things that I need to reprice so that I can sell them this weekend. That one and that one. All right, so I'm going to have a couple of bins where everything is $5, a couple of bins where everything is $10, and just kind of go from there. So I think these are going to go in the $10 bin. You know what? I'll just have a bin that is everything under $10 or everything under $15 or something, and I'll just go through and I'll mark each individual one. I think that might be better. I'm scrolling back. Stone with the dots is cute, eh? All right. Cher, I started painting after my mom passed. I was truly driven to my knees, helped me heal. I was getting better at it as I went along. Wasn't about trying, just being with it. Yep. I started drawing mandalas after my dog passed. It broke me in a way that I did not expect, and it was the thing that said, you know what? He used to make me want to get out of bed in the morning. This makes me now want to get out of bed in the morning too. It's very, very healing. Very, very healing. You're trying. Thanks. Wow, I should be. No, that's not to say, Lorna, that you should be painting 8 hours a day. Again, I was planning on it being like my full-time thing, right? I was working really hard towards being able to replace my own personal income, right? So that I didn't have to do my own business anymore, that I could just do this. And there's a difference between that, right? That it wasn't, it's never anything that you should or shouldn't be doing, right? This is about just learning. This is gonna go, all of this stuff is gonna go in this box. And then we're gonna sign off for now, you guys. I can't remember, did I schedule a live for tomorrow evening? Or is our next one on Friday? I feel like our next one's on Friday. So come Friday, which will be our TikTok live, I'm hoping to have most of this stuff done. I can give you guys a recap of what I've gotten done. And then, oh shit, I forgot about you guys. And then hopefully we'll be doing some more painting on Friday. Okay, well, fingers crossed anyway. All right, I'm just scrolling back. Yeah, I was perfectly happy in COVID. And everyone's like, yay, you know, quarantine is lifted. I'm like, damn it. you sure? But there's no rules, Lorna. This is just about enjoy it, do it as much as you enjoy it, and that's about it. I was already isolated with my mom, really didn't feel much different except for all the melting down and social. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I just stayed away from it. I'm like, that's it. Loss is friggin' brutal. Painting is cathartic. Absolutely. I love you guys. Just paint and have fun. Next is Friday. Thank you, Tina. I thought so, but I didn't trust my memory. Nicole. Bye, lovely. You're most welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me and keeping me company while I was doing all this, you guys. I feel so much closer to being ready for this market. So I'm very, very, very pleased. The display for the ornaments was a big thing. I'm going to bring in the other display stuff so I can kind of play around with it and see what I can do. And I'll try and film it if I can get everything set up. Thank you, Tina. Big hugs to you, too. And thank you. I always see the 3 hugs, so I'll make sure they get passed around. I love you guys to bits. Yes, please take care of yourself. As Cher said, be gentle with whatever you feel. Yep. The hardest part is just letting yourself feel stuff, right? And stuff like art and people like in this community can help us do that. We'll see you guys very soon. I'll see you Friday. Bye, Eva. Give Rocky a kiss for me. All right, you guys. I love you to bits. I keep forgetting to look at the proper camera. So I love you to bits. I will see you on Friday. Mwah, mwah. Be good. Bye. Love you to bits. Thank you, guys. Hopefully I'll see you Friday on TikTok. Bye, Cara. Bye, Eva. Bye, Cher. Bye, Lorna. Bye, Tina. Bye, everybody. Bye, Nicole. I love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.